Hello, everyone. This is Hai. I'm the CEO of Eva.Guru, and today we would like to talk about how you can avoid the price wars and maximize your profits as a retailer slash reseller. So what is really important here on Amazon is there are different strategies. Some of the sellers, they just want to own and dominate the buy box. And Eva is a great solution for them because Eva is much faster than any other pricer. And even with Amazon pricer, Eva is the only one that can compare with that. Now it's all great, but it may also end up like maybe tanking the prices and lowering your revenues. But you want to avoid the price wars. You want to use the AI together with the game theory and make sure that there is a win-win for everyone. And Eva is a great tool for that too. And you can define, I mean, not only that, first thing is like with Eva, you're able to see precisely all your profits for yesterday, 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, your sales data, your marketplaces, and also like, you have the COX information, you have the expenses for every month, you have your, like all your sales for each state if you are in the marketplace of US. So on Amazon.com, you're the storage fees, and all this different analytics that Eva is providing you is all about like how you can maximize your profits by knowing where you are. And if you're even an advertising user, because some of the resellers, if they have exclusive arrangements, they use advertising, which is a perfect idea. So the advertising costs are incorporated into your sales costs as well. And Eva is the only pricer that works with advertising. Now, we come to the pricing management, I know that you will be thinking about, okay, then maybe instead of like owning the buy box, I can share the buy box, which is very easy for Eva to do that. If you go to the manage settings and you can enable buy box sharing, which is also available in many other reprices. But here is what you only can have on Eva. I can enable buy box sharing, but I also can enable how much buy box sharing like I would like to own, how much I want to own the buy box before I start sharing, which means that, for example, I want to make sure that first I want to own 25% of the buy box. And once the 25% is achieved that I want to share, I think this is like my best practice. So all types of like wholesalers and retail arbitrage, online arbitrage guys, because by doing that, they will make sure that, first of all, you own the buy box at least by 25. You can also increase it to 50 or 51. And after that, like start sharing the buy box. Because what if like you think you are sharing the buy box and Amazon is not rotating the buy box to you, then you are not owning the buy box at all. So this becomes a really huge problem. So that's something that you can define all different types of buy box ownership and check how your profits are increases versus the sales velocity. And that might be a very good decision for you to enable the buy box sharing at the store level, or you can also do it at the SKU level. If you do it at the SKU level, then it will override your store level setting. You can also, if you want, you can only compete with the FBA guys. You're an FBA guy. You don't want to care about the FBM pricing. Although I highly recommend that Eva will already make sure that you are owning the buy box, even with a much higher price when there is FBM sellers. But instead of that, you can easily just compete with the same fulfillment type, and you'll make sure that like you are basically only competing with the FBA guys. Another one is the low inventory alert, which means that if your inventory is low, let's say less than 5 days of inventory, then Eva will automatically be very much like friendly and sharing the buy box. So you don't need to, try to dominate the buy box because you are going to be out of stock. So why not to, just make some more money? Here is another beautiful, feature, which is called back order inventory. So which means that when you're on a back order position, maybe you don't want to like compete, like, for example, here you're able to just chase and own the buy box, but instead of that, you just want to match the buy box. Matching the buy box doesn't mean that you are going to be getting orders, but don't forget, you're already back ordered. So you don't want to lose like the price point that like with the other guys. And you can still get a couple of good deals. Why? Because maybe your ratings are much better than the others. And if that's kind of the situation, then you can basically, match the buybacks and be with the others. But maybe you're not the owner of the buybacks, but it's okay. You can still get orders. And that's a great way for you to maximize your profits. And I'm just like, saving that information, and you can just, move ahead and look at also like, your pricing dashboard. Now, there is one thing called the buyback status. I think I definitely recommend that, EVA is already covering 700 different scenarios where you are fighting with all the others or sharing the data, being friendly, being in a competitive mode, but also like you can check easily where the buybacks price is below the min price. Now, when the buybacks price is below the min price, maybe you need to check whether it's a great idea that you are, you are like below the min price. Instead of that, for example, you can also check where buybacks win by Amazon is below the min price. And these are the areas like where you need to decide whether you're going to wait until you get the buybacks, or maybe you want to fight and you want to reduce your minimum price because you may have some reasons to reduce the minimum price. Again, if I go to any of the dashboard items and look at the update, I see scheduled pricing. That's also a beautiful way to maximize your profits. EVA has the time-based pricing option as well, which means that you can reduce your minimum price by X% every Y days. For example, this month you are okay to make 30% profit, but maybe next month you are okay to do 25%, next month 20%. Then you can define this on EVA so that like your profit is decreasing, but you want to liquidate the items. You don't want to like keep for example, a seasonal item more than 3 months because the season will be over, or you just got like, let's say 100 masks and you want to sell them in the next 2 weeks because you don't want to, like deal with that stock after that. So the minimum price, like dropping the minimum price by time, can be a beautiful way of maximizing the profits. The booksellers also love it too. Another one is the target velocity-based pricing, which means that I can define a target velocity where I can say that, for example, today I want to sell 10 items. And if I reach to 10, then I would like for every 3 items, I want to increase the price by 5%. This is a very different way of pricing, target velocity based, but it will help you to increase your profits once you are on a fixed price, but based on the velocity, you want to change your price. I can assure you that scheduled pricing, for target velocity based pricing, like having the buybacks own versus sharing percentages, these are very unique to EVA. No other pricer has it. And if you want to be very aggressive, be our guest. You can be aggressive. You want to really maximize your profits and avoid the price wars, then EVA is absolutely the best for you. If you have more questions, please approach to me from hi.mac@eva.guru, hai.mag@eva.guru. Thank you very much.